Hi, it's Bridgette. Welcome to Fairy Grasshopper YouTube channel. We're here to inspire your spirit and to fill you with hope. Today we're going to do another card reading. Card decks are a great tool for you to DIY. Do it yourself, intuition, connection, be your own psychic. Okay, so today how this unfolded is I was sitting here on my kitchen table here where all the magic happens, and I was going to do a reading for myself this morning to start off the day in a positive way. That's a great use of card decks. And I had this one, the Starseed Oracle, right here. I had just responded, my computer's like right in front of me. I just responded to a few client inquiries and session things, requests and such. And I thought, okay, there's a common theme here with some of this stuff. A lot of the things that people are feeling, I've gotten session requests from people I haven't talked to in years. Like, people are coming out of the woodwork. So as we've shifted into August, it definitely feels like there's been a lot of increased pressure, which I personally thought was just me and back to school stuff, especially with all that up in the air, but apparently it's rampant. And so if you're feeling that pressure, hopefully this energy can help to ease that just a wee bit. I was just going to do a session for myself, a little card reading for myself, but I decided to record this as soon as I pulled this first card and the way that the deck kind of shifted out. And I grabbed this deck because I was either going to use this one. There's another one called Work Your Light that's also by Rebecca Campbell, and this just light energy, the pastel colored energy, just felt really good, easy to just grab and work with. And this card was like perfect, and I thought, oh, I need to get my camera set up here and do a reading for all of us. So this energy, it says lost lands, and what this feels like, so I'm very clairvoyant, so I focus on the imagery of cards. For others, for some of you, you'll focus on the words. It doesn't matter how you do it. There's no wrong way. You're doing it yourself. You're making it your own. But what I see here right away is like a portal. This is a portal. And to me, this reminds me of Greece, the energy of Greece. And this reminds me of like Oracle of Delphi and ancient energy such as that. And I have a tie to that or a connection to that myself personally. So when this said lost lands, like right away I could see this. I'm like, oh, portal. Portal/oracle. And I thought, oh yeah, I'm feeling really mystic in connection to my mystic energy and my mystic time, my experiences in past lives and such. And then when I saw that it said lost lands, this almost feels like Atlantis. So for those of you who are connected to the water element or the energy of like dolphin energy and things, there's a good chance that you have part of a connection to potentially the Atlantean energies. And so that's kind of what this reminds me of. This is kind of two versions of past experiences that I've had connecting to Atlantis and then the Oracle of Delphi in Greece. And the vibration here feels like a portal or passage. So this doesn't feel like going back to the past. This feels like accessing the wisdom that we all have. You guys, you have ancient wisdom within you. You don't have to do a past life regression. You don't have to remember your past lives in order to be able to activate those gifts that you have, to be able to use the tools that you've gained in many of your lifetimes. Your soul has access to them. And so then here we go. It says soul, memories, and gifts. You've done this before. All right. And so amplification of your soul gifts sometimes comes with also an amplification of the shadow or the contrast. So that means that when you are stepping into something new, what do you get? Self-doubt, lack of confidence. You get all of these thought patterns that come up that tell you to stay small or tell you that you shouldn't be doing this because the timing is wrong and people don't have any money. Do you know how many times I've heard other people say to me, oh, I'd like to do this, but nobody has any money to buy that. If I make this or if I start a business, who's going to buy my stuff? Nobody's going to do that. Nobody has any money. I've heard that over and over again. I thought, please stop saying that, people. Stop believing that. Stop with that. We don't want to manifest that. We want to say, and actually I'm quick to point out that the people have money. People still have the ability to create, to flow, to exchange. There's still a balance of benefit and payment and shifting energies of abundance there is still that. It's showing up potentially in different ways in different people's lives. Some people might not have a lot of money wealth-wise, but they might be incredibly healthy and never get sick. And that right now, that's like a millionaire. That's like winning the lottery, isn't it? So it's really about perspective. And I'm not saying that money should be devalued or anything like that at all, because it very much is a part of the way that we manifest and share our exchange of our services and our goods and things like that. And value, it just is. It's just a part of our value-based system. But that's all it is. It doesn't own you, control you. It's not an entity. Don't make it that. Don't give it that power. It's just not that. So be conscious of what you're manifesting when you say such things. This is about connecting into the wisdom that we already have, that we have available to all of us, okay? You don't have to go remember the past or bring everything forward. You have to go get a regression or a meditation or something. No. You just know you have it. That's as simple as that, you guys. Don't make it complicated or expensive. Don't spend money on that. If you're going to spend money on something, have a nice cup of coffee or something, okay? All right, so then I pulled this rock. It's so cool. I was looking in my bowl of rocks. You guys know that I have a bowl of word rocks. And this one, the clear one, stood out right away because it's clear. It's like seeing clearly. You can see right through it, right? It might be a little cloudy, but you can still see. It might be a little cloudy, but you can still see. It might not be perfect, but you can still get the gist, right? That's exactly how life is right now. It might not be perfect, it might not be clear, but you can kind of get the general idea. And the fact that it says health, I think, is a great amplification for all of us right here and right now. All right. So there you go. I did pull, there are 2 more cards that I pulled. So if you want, you can stop the reading right now. If you'd like to continue, we can continue. Okay, so this might be enough. For some of you, this is exactly why you came. So we're going to push this up. It almost seems like a 2-parter. I also was drawn to these 2 rocks. So these are connected to, it actually already has the word out. This is a gorgeous tiger's eye, and it is like a 3rd eye chakra stone, and I love it because it looks like wood. Very grounding, but grounding the 3rd eye, that's beautiful. The energy of this is learn, and this goes along with my personal journaling this morning. I was feeling into my work and the thoughts and ideas of what I wanted to share, or how I was connecting in with the energy of how I'm going to share all the content and all the material and all the things that I have to share with you. And this, it just affirms this desire to learn, that there is an audience for what I have to share, and there is an eagerness to, and almost like a way of abundance, a way that learning is a form of abundance, and we're not limited in our capacity to process information in our mind at all. We are not. And so this could be something that is absolutely 100% the way. So this feels good and grounded. Then I also got this one, strength. Ugh. See how I picked both the colors I picked here were like very earth toned. This one has a little more salmon, a little bit of peach in there. This one looks like the mountains. Do you see that? You see the imagery there? Yeah, I'm just noticing that. It looks like the mountains. This might be a totem animal for you as well. Some of you who have a totem animal, it feels like 2 different ones potentially. For one of you, it feels like a penguin. Oh no, there's 3. A penguin, a crow, and then also feels a bit like a calf, like a cow, like that vibration of the steer head. That's what it feels like. Actually, as I'm feeling into it, ram, thank you, that's what it is, a ram. So for those of you who are into totem animals, spirit animals, go ahead and look up if one of these 3 connects with you or resonates with you. A penguin or a crow, that mystic crow, and or the ram energy. Hello, sacral chakra. This kind of peachy salmon color is also a nod to that sacral chakra. And the mountains can be a masculine energy, or they could represent a obstacle or a goal that you're setting for yourself, a challenge that you're setting before yourself, and that you are getting ready and willing to undertake that challenge. That's what this feels like to me. But what do you see in this stone? I love stones because you really can There's lots of words. You might see something different. If you do, whatever you see or want to share, go ahead and put in the comments below. All right. The word is strength. So strength, we are strong. Maybe perhaps right here, right now, you guys, the learning is our strength. Maybe learning more about ourselves, because aren't we learning about ourselves at this time? Some of us are forced into learning about ourselves at this time, or even learning new things like how to be resilient, how to be flexible, how to live with the unknown or the uncertainty. Some might be very literally learning a new job, a new skill, a new trade. Some people might be taking some classes to enhance some skills they already have. Whatever it might be, you are strong. This is a strong vibration to connect into right now. That's probably why I was feeling it in my own work-related energy of thinking, okay, so you know what? I need to start teaching people some of these things that I know and share it so that you guys can benefit and continue to grow and be on your path in ways that you're supported. And so there's strength in this learning time right now that we're in, and there's strength in you being willing to learn. How willing are you to learn? Okay. So we got 2 cards here. This is the first one. Okay, so there's 1 and 2. So pick number 1 or number 2. 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 Number 1 or number 2. Number 1 or number 2. All right, I already picked number 1. I was so excited about it. I could hardly stand it. All right, so this card, the first energy that I see is this huge flower, this gorgeous like rose or peony. This gorgeous flower, all this pink. This light pale pink energy is connected into the energy of compassion. This energy also feels like this is like a symbol for me of lineage, like grandmother energy, nurturing, caring for you. It could be for some of you, Mother Mary. It could be Lady Kuan Yin energy. It could be Parvati energy. Parvati is a Hindu goddess aspect. You know who Mother Mary is. Everybody's kind of heard about her. And Lady Kuan Yin is just this beautiful Buddhist energy who really is compassionate, a compassionate being in a state of compassion, just very sweet energy of support for you. That's what is here. And so this is above the crown chakra. This is what is present. This is to help support. They're telling me specifically, my healing helpers, they're always present, you know, even if I don't say, hey, I'm calling in my spiritual helpers, they're always present and easy to connect with. And they're telling me that this has to do a little bit with the mind and your thoughts, to ease up your thoughts, to allow your thoughts to be compassionate toward yourself, not just projecting that toward others, but to benefit from your own sense of compassion toward yourself. And supporting yourself is very much essential and key during this magical time of change. All right. It's very mystical, actually. That's a better word, is mystic. Look at all the light orbs here. These could be your healing helpers, your spiritual support teams. These could specifically be your angels or guides. Some people see archangel energy specifically as orbs. Some people see spirit energy in general as orbs of light or flickers of light. So that might be you. And if that's you, this is just a reminder that your team is here with you. We've got you. We've got you. And look at this one is right near the heart chakra space energy. So the words here say the courageous peony. Oh, it's a peony. So I didn't look at the words. I was focusing on the energy of the color. So it is a peony. All right. The courageous. Oh, it's courageous. Wow. Okay. It's courageous. Interesting. Multifaceted. Unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Interesting. This feels like the words feel like let yourself be seen to yourself. So we're so hard on ourselves, our minds. It is so easy to be hard on ourselves. So soften your mind. You're invited to soften your mind and let yourself be seen through the eyes of love and compassion that you see other people or your animals, the ones that you love the most, your lovable dog or your sweet, sweet cat. That kind of energy, that unconditional loving energy, let yourself see yourself in those ways, through those eyes. All right? Let yourself feel that compassion energy. And this is like softening the mind energy. That's what this feels like. All right. And that comes with learning. So you're learning that. You're learning that. There you go. Which is such a contrast, this dark, dark energy of grounding and this light pastel-y energy from this the starseed deck here. I'll put a link to this below and the other decks I use too. So we'll put this here. I'm going to put it right here by the mind, the head. All right, so number 2, for those of you who picked number 2, here it is. Ready, 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 ready. All right. Okay. Okay, so I see right here, I see a beam of light, and I see, like, to me, this is a pillar of light. When I work with people in session, I will often see you as a pillar of light connected in from heaven above through you to earth below. This also feels like a lot of water energy and support energy of the water element. Water is fluid, flowing movement, and so even if you're completely still or sitting here at the center core, there is movement and flow all around you. And yet that can sometimes, it can feel overwhelming, like we can feel overwhelmed with all this feeling of movement or flow around us. When we're not moving, it can feel more obvious that energy is moving. And right now it kind of does feel like physically in our human experience, we are really being forced to slow down, whether we have a choice or not. So we can't go against the current, buck the current, or work against the natural flow of things. Right now is the time to settle into this pool of energy support and just know that the movement is free flowing. It's creating flexibility, adaptability for you, and resilience without effort. How can you create resilience without effort? My dear, you're doing it right here and right now. So this energy of this pillar of light coming from heaven above to shine down upon you to help support you, strengthen you, and enhance your own intuitive abilities. That's what this feels like right here and right now. All right, so it says, fall into my arms, which just is a metaphor for the energy of support. It says, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Oh yes, aren't we in the extremes of life? You're being asked to bask in the gracious energy, the grace of the flow, the movement of energy around you. If you feel stagnant, it's simply because the energy around you is moving for you. Instead of you moving it, it's moving you. But it's only moving you in a gentle way. It's rocking back and forth, back and forth. There's no need for you to propel or create this motion. The back and forth is a gentle rocking, like the mother walks the baby in the womb space. As the mother walks, the baby rocks. And that is exactly the metaphor that I want you to embrace here and now. The energy of surrender is giving you this invitation, this sacred invitation to be connected to your divine self, to allow yourself to not have to know and be the one that is making the change maker, the action person. You instead are the spiritual being basking in the light and the power from your source creator that is activating you in your belly, helping to lead you and guide you from within, connecting you to this very sacred, compassionate energy within you, softening the mind so you can fully receive. And remember, the rock that was chosen as a prelude to this was this gorgeous stone with lots of story. There's lots of story on this rock, isn't there? Look at all the story on this rock. Lots of support for you, lots of story, lots of opportunity to create your story. And the energy of strength is present for you. You are not a victim of this circumstance. You are being held and supported in the natural flow of things. Can you let the universe support you? Can you let the natural flow of things unfold? That is the question. That's a tough question, isn't it? Can I let the natural rhythm of things unfold around me to support me? Do I believe that the universe supports me? Do I have faith that there is a divine wisdom that is guiding me, that knows more in the conscious mind than I do? Do I believe that? Can I believe that? That's important. That sure is important. I'm going to bring some other energies in here. Beautiful throat chakra clearing energy vibration. I'm going to bring the energy of clarity here with this gorgeous purple rock and the divine crown chakra energy, but I'm going to use it as a grounding energy. I'm also going to bring the energy of red jasper in with the patience energy to ground and connect and center. This is also connected to the sacral chakra for those of you divine feminine who are watching, divine women who are watching. So this is Bridgette. This has been a very interesting unfolding of a reading. So you might have just come for this one, or this may be their primary message, or this may be your primary message. It doesn't matter which part most resonates with you. It's that you receive, okay? That you receive. All right, my friends, this is the Fairy Grasshopper channel. This is one example of the videos we share here in our connections. I hope you've enjoyed this card reading. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the channel. It makes me know that you want this. You want this continued momentum of support. It makes me know that there are people who are eager to expand and connect with these vibrational energies that I channel in and share forward in my own unique way. The purpose is always to inspire your spirit, to fill you with hope, because this is your life, to interpret, to discern, to work with the energy. It's your life. This is yours. So live it. Just live it. Thanks for watching.